Yo guys, what's up? Welcome to Zudi Pickups. Today I have a pretty special video. It is a in-hand first look of the Stance X New Balance 247s in the all-night colorway. So these have not come out yet as of filming this video. They come out next Saturday, which is, I believe, August 19th. Media outlets will start releasing information on this shoe starting Monday, so maybe you guys have already seen that and are looking for this shoe. But yeah, so this is gonna be the third collab from Stance and New Balance. The first one being the 997s and the 1978s, the 1978s which I reviewed. The second ones being the Fuel Core Sonics, and the third collab being the 24/7s. Now this pack will come in a pack of two shoes, actually, the all night, the one right here, and the all day colorways. So you know, it's kind of like a play on the concept of the 247 being like the shoe that you can wear all night and all day. So you know, they made a night version and a day version, so that's pretty dope. So yeah, let's talk about the actual colorway of the shoe and like the silhouette, see what they did, see what they cooked up this time. As you can see, this is the premium silhouette. There's two silhouettes of the 247. There's the sport and the premium. The sport being more canvas and neoprene, the premium being like leather and more premium materials, as the name suggests. And this one is definitely premium. It feels really nice. The upper is wrapped in mostly leather and some neoprene back here. Let's see what kind of leather this is. The upper is wrapped in mostly leather and some neoprene in the back. The toe box, as you can see, is made out of this really high quality pigskin suede. Feels very, very buttery to the touch. You can kind of see the texture change when you run your finger on it. It's good suede. And the heel cage right here is made out of this premium black leather with the N logo embossed on both sides. And actually under the laces, the same leather continues, and it wraps around to the heel area to kind of create a heel counter. Flanking this leather, you have this black 3M material. Normally it just looks like just some black leather, but once it catches some light, you can really see the 3M flash. It's a really cool feature. I think it goes with the whole like nocturnal theme. There's actually a ton of 3M hits on this shoe. I'll go over all of them as I get to them. But yeah, this leads us to this kind of like one-piece sock liner that you have up here. It's you know, New Balance has been doing this. Adidas has been doing this. A lot of companies have been doing this whole like one-piece kind of like fake tongue sock liner thing. New Balance most recently did it with their 547 Sports. It has a similar kind of like neoprene one-piece sock liner. These are super comfortable. I'm glad a lot of companies are doing these. You don't really even have to take your laces, undo your laces when you're putting your shoes on, because this is really stretchy. You just slip your foot in like a slip-on and it feels really snug. So let me get to that in a later point in the video. I'll talk about comfortability and kind of like how it feels on foot, but let's continue about. So right now though, let's continue with the materials and the construction. On the front here we have some laces. The laces also have a 3M hit in the form of these little diagonal dotted lines. You got the Stance lace lock right here. Once again, I apologize. I don't actually think this is called a lace lock, but that's what I'm going to call it right now. But you can see the Stance logo on there. It's pretty cool. On the back you got a heel pull tab, and this white paint right here is glow in the dark. It's not 3M, but it's glow in the dark, so if you hit the lights you'll see this glow green. So that's another thing that kind of goes with the whole all night motif. Alright, moving down to the sole, kind of like my favorite part of the shoe. The sole is a Revlite sole, but the shape of it really reminds me of like a 998 sole. So this is a 997.5, meaning it has a 998 kind of like lower. So as you can see, there's like some real similarities here. I don't know if you can see that pattern. It looks pretty much identical On this side here too, kind of got very similar patterns there. While the pattern is kind of like based off the 998. Oh yeah, even the bottom too. Look at that. Like, got very similar patterns in the midsole. Not the outsole though. So yeah, even though the pattern is based off the 998 mold, the material is Revlite, which is a lot softer than Absorb. So you're gonna get kind of like a softer ride. So even though the pattern is molded after the 998s, it does feel a little different. It's a little softer, but once again, I'll get to that later. Okay, so moving on to the outsole. This is absolutely my favorite part of the shoe. We have this icy translucent blue outsole with the words "all night" printed all along the inside. That's just a really cool touch. That translucent blue, that icy blue, kind of reminds me of the Jordan 11s. I guess last but not least, we cannot forget the sock liners. The sock liners are removable, and they have this cool moon print with the Stance X New Balance co-branding on the heel, and of course the signature Stance blue stripe on the toes. That's a nice little homage there. Okay, so now that we got all that out of the way, let's talk about how these guys feel on feet. Now, in terms of comfort, I would say, you know, obviously they're not gonna be the most comfortable shoes in the world or anything like that, but they're not too shabby actually. I would rate these maybe like 8 out of 10 in terms of comfort, because the Revlite midsole is really cushy. It provides like similar amounts of cushion as to something like Vans Ultra Cush, I guess, to put it into perspective. But what really makes this shoe really comfortable is this upper. So the 24/7 has this one-piece sock liner upper, which kind of like hugs to your feet. This mid-foot cage really tightens down too, and this this toe too. Everything just works together, locks your foot down onto this really cushy Revlite midsole, giving you a very comfortable wearing experience. One thing that I would like to note is that this pig suede toe box right here, at first I thought my foot would get really sweaty in this thing, but there's actually a little bit of a fabric right inside this pig suede toe box to prevent your skin from actually touching the leather. So that's kind of a nice touch. And this entire neoprene material actually goes down all the way down to pretty much like halfway down the shoe. And there's some really good padding right here to prevent your foot from slipping out. So overall, it's like a very comfortable shoe. New Balance knows how to make athletic shoes, and even though this is not an athletic shoe, even though this is a lifestyle shoe, they put in a lot of their kind of like signature touches that they've mastered through years of making athletic shoes. So all that being said, this is another home run collab from Stance and New Balance. I can't wait to get my hands on the all-day versions of this shoe. This is actually my first New Balance 24/7. I gotta say, I'm really impressed. So yeah, when these shoes come out next week, if you can, try to get yourself a pair. These are really, really sick. The official version of this shoe, I think this is kind of like a pre-release sample, but the official versions of this shoe will come with matching socks, as per all Stance New Balance collabs. Once again, thank you for watching, and if you guys have any questions, please leave them in the comments below. I'm going to throw these on feet to show you guys kind of like how they look when you're wearing them out and about. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Once again, thank you guys. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.